So speaking of summer, that's always the time when inventory spikes. You got people out of school getting ready to sell their house. I've talked about it a little bit that nationally inventory is up 37% year over year from the same week. I personally think this is a great opportunity for home buyers and really the biggest thing that they've been thirsty for and been waiting for. What's your take on the increase in inventory?
Yeah, I think it's a good thing, right? I think it brings a balance or kind of a level playing field back for sellers and buyers. Now we've had an increase in inventory, but it still doesn't feel like there's just houses everywhere on the market.
Not even close.
In Sacramento, right? So I still think there's going to be some bidding wars kind of going on really good properties, but then I think there's going to be a little bit more balance where buyers have an opportunity to come in maybe at the list price and maybe we see a little bit of credits back. I don't know if we're at that point yet, but I think it's a really good thing. And this happens this summer historically, right? So that'll be the case. But I'm excited. I think it's gonna be great.
Yeah, still a healthy amount of demand from buyers. So listen, it's been so far in the sellers kind of corner for quite a long time that I think it's great to have buyers, again, like you said, have a little bit more balance, more opportunities. Just have more selection to be able to look at, not feel, maybe rushed or cornered into maybe buying something that doesn't fit the majority of their boxes. Now, we still have the strain on affordability.
Yep.
Interest rates seem like they could be higher for longer. I mean, amongst the real estate community, what are you hearing, just in terms from the buyer side, affordability?
Yeah, it's a good point. I think what we actually have to realize, and what I think a lot of people are starting to realize now, is interest rates probably aren't going much away from this kind of, current level for a long time, maybe, or who knows what happens, right? So, and it's been here for a long time. So it's kind of, let's get used to it. And I think people have kind of decided to say, all right, we're not getting back to 2 or 3% or 4% anytime soon. I've waited long enough. It's time to make a move. And I think that they're going to get a pretty healthy amount for their home, right? The equity has jumped so high that they're willing to kind of take the jump to another property. And I think that's what I'm seeing from a lot of buyers out there. It's just time. And I don't think that they're going to wait any longer. And, maybe potentially, they could refi down the line, or this isn't such a bad interest rate, right?
Yeah, totally. I mean, it's the biggest kind of question I get every day. Well, when are rates going to start to go down?
Yep.
It depends on what data you follow and who you want to trust in this situation. The first piece of advice I'll have is nobody really knows. Yep. So if somebody's telling you this is exactly what's going to happen, they don't know. There's a lot of misinformation out there about election cycles and what's that do to rates. I broke this down previously. That's really a myth, not really a fact, that rates aren't impacted by election cycles. Now, maybe indirectly, there's some agenda being pushed out later this year in relation to, economic policies, things like that. I think the number you got to watch here is the unemployment rate. Yeah. I said it before. If unemployment gets above 4.2, which currently we're at 3.9%, I think the Fed is going to be forced to react to that and push rates down. I will tell you this, Sid. I have a standing bet right now.
Okay, standing bet.
That the Fed will lower rates in September at the September meeting. It's with a mutual friend, Jeff Komar. He's taking the over. He's saying rates will not come down. I'm saying they are. It's a happy hour bet. You're
Can I be included in that?
On this.
Okay.
It's a 2-drink minimum, 10-drink maximum.
10-drink maximum. That's
10-drink
important.
maximum. So there's parameters set. But yeah, I'm going, yes, we will have a rate cut in September. That's just my opinion, that the Fed is going to have their hand forced based on unemployment rate.
Yeah, I think I'm in on that bet. Right.
Which side are you on?
Well, I mean, I think I'm on the side where I think you're gonna lose.
Oh, wow. Okay. All right.
I don't think they're gonna be
pessimism exists.
I don't think they're gonna be lowered rates anytime this year.
Okay. The internal optimist in me tells everybody They're coming. You got, a lot of negative.
I wouldn't say negative. It's just a thought. I mean, like you said, I think the economy in a big picture seems like it's doing really well. You're right. That unemployment rate, we need to keep a monitor on, but it just seems like it's going to kind of, he is dead strong about making sure that before he lowers that interest rate, that he gets some clear data in his way to do it. And I just think that he's held on this long. We'll see what happens.
All right, that's a big one to watch for, and we'll put the location out there if anybody wants to join us for happy hour.
I'm hot on my bracket pool. I've won 1 out of the last 4 we've done.
Yes.
So this could be a streak if I win. Right. We'll see what happens.
We'll take some happy hour recommendations if anybody wants to give them for that late September meeting. We'll see you guys soon.